Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock and it's time for a 5x5. This is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject and then move on to the next subject. It's always quick, it's always snappy. You never know what you're going to get. Now this week, on this week's 5x5, I'm going to talk about coin tricks. Specifically, I'm going to talk about opening coin tricks. I've had a lot of questions on the Q&A recently where people ask me, what's the best opener to do if you're working with coins? Now, the easy solution would be for me to say, this off Nightshade, this off Mirage, this off Apparition. But I don't want to do that. I want to give you 5 routines that I've used as openers throughout my career in the last 30 years that I think are a really good opener when it comes to coin magic. Now, honestly, I think that Coin tricks are one of the best ways to open if you're doing walk around magic, close up magic, table magic. And the reason's really simple. You know, I try to stay away with cards as an opening routine. Because if I bring out a deck of cards and I go, hey, pick a card, inevitably people are going to think that they've already seen that before. It tends not to happen when I say, hey, let me show you a coin trick. Purely because less people do coin magic, and a lot of people aren't confident with coin magic, so they don't open with coin magic. But coin magic makes the best openers because a lot of the time it's really quick, it's really visual, and I think that's what an opener should be. I think that when you're walking up to a group of people, your job is to establish credibility straight away. And how do you establish credibility? Well, you walk up very, very confidently, you let them know that you're not some sort of like guy that doesn't know what they're doing. You're obviously good at what you do, and then you show them something very, very quick and very, very visual that makes them want to see something else. Really, it's not rocket science. That's what an opener should be in a close-up environment. You walk over, you establish credibility, you show them something quick or visual, and you make them want to see more. Lots of different ways you can do that. Obviously, there are card routines you can do that with. There's key routines. Keymaster makes a great opener, but we're talking today about coins. So I'm going to talk about 5 coin routines that I think make a fantastic opener on this video. I want to know what you think. So please let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's have a look at the first coin trick that I think makes a great opener. Okay, so we're going to talk first of all about karate coin. I love karate coin. There are so many different versions of karate coin, and I'm going to show you a performance of a very simple karate coin in a bit. But karate coin was really popularized by David Roth, and a lot of people have come up with versions. In fact, I, at some point in the next few years, will bring my own version of karate coin out, which is very, very different to anything you might have seen before. I'm not kind of ready to share that yet, so I won't be showing you that one. But there's lots of different versions of karate coin, but they're all boiled down to one of 2 different things. The first way of doing karate coin is that you show a coin, you have it examined, you throw it up in the air, and you stab your finger through it. And it's one phase, and you show that your finger's gone through the coin. And a lot of the time, if you're going to do that version, the coin looks like it's exploded out. There's like jaggedy bits. It looks like it's actually had the finger pushed through it. And then when you take it off, there's a permanent hole there. Sometimes people will do that version of karate coin, and there won't be a hole there. So when you take it out, the hole's healed up. That's absolutely fine. The other version of karate coin uses more of a finger gimlet, which is not a flared out hole in a coin, but it is a hole in a coin that's kind of secretly placed there, so you can create the illusion that you show a solid coin, you put your finger through, and then you pull your finger back out again, and the hole has healed up. And there's lots and lots and lots of different versions and different routines that have multiple different phases, multiple different phases, where you show the coin, the finger goes through, it comes out, there's no hole, it goes through again, it comes out again. I think that really, Eric Jones, who's considered one of the top coin guys in the world, he really shot to fame by posting videos of his karate coin decades ago now on the Magic Cafe in the Coin Forum. So, there's lots of different ways of doing karate coin, but ultimately what makes it so good as an opener is it's very quick and it's very visual. You bring out a coin, you let the people look at it, they can examine it, you put your finger through the coin, you pull it out, there's no hole, you put it back in, you pull it back out. Within 30 seconds to a minute, you've performed something, and they won't have seen that before. It's not like they're going to go, well, I've seen that before, because very few people do karate coin. Like I said, very few people do coin magic, let alone karate coin. So this makes a fantastic opener, and it really does. And if you see me going out gigging, I've always got a karate coin in my pocket, because I'll use it as an opener an awful lot, but also I'll use it an awful lot just in the middle of a coin routine. I'll be in the middle of a coins across and I'll take one of the coins and I'll just put my finger through and pull it back out again. Karate coin's fantastic. But anyway, let's have a look at a performance of one different way that you can do karate coin, and then we're going to move on with the next trick.
Thea, do me a favour, just have a look at that coin very, very quickly. It's okay, isn't it? Right? It's a real coin?
Yep.
Yes? Wonderful. Now, Thea, check this out. Have a look at this, look. I'm going to put the coin in my hand. Do you see it there?
Yeah.
Now watch. I'm going to do this really slowly. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull through the back of my hand, and I can actually pull the coin through the back of my hand. Now I'm going to do that again because you might have missed it. Watch right there. X marks the spot. That's where I can actually take that coin and push it right through my hand. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Now, every single time I push this coin through my hand, it gets harder to do it. And if I do it too many times, it gets stuck. Look, if I do it again, I can actually push it one more time, but it actually gets stuck. It gets stuck right there on my finger. Check that out. Isn't that weird? It's actually stuck on my finger. The only way to deal with that, if you get your finger stuck in the coin, is to just pull it out and you can pull your finger out. Now, maybe you missed that, so let me do that again for you. Look, I can actually take my finger and push it right through the coin, or I can actually pull my finger right back out again. If you want to see the moment that the coin goes, the finger goes through the coin, it kind of looks like that. Now, that's not an optical illusion there, Thea. That finger is genuinely right through that coin. And I can do it over and over again. I can just take the coin, take the finger, push the finger through the coin. I'm going to keep doing it. But remember, you can actually have a look at that coin and examine it, because that is a real coin.
Okay, so the next routine I want to talk to you about is, I was just looking at my notes over there because I can't remember, is Apparition. And I want to talk about Apparition. I said I wasn't going to talk all about my own coin tricks, and I'm not. But Apparition is, I personally think, the perfect opener when you're doing walk around magic, when you're doing close-up magic, when you're doing any type of close-up work. Apparition is fantastic. And the reason, simply put, is because, again, it's very simple. It's very quick. The magic happens in the hands of the spectators. It's easy. There's no angle restrictions to worry about. And you can make it as long or as short as you want to. Apparition makes a great opener because you can literally just say, hey, I'm going to open up this purse, and you can see there's two coins in there. There's a silver coin and there's a Chinese coin. Look, I'm going to put them both back in the purse. I'll put the silver coin on your hand. Watch carefully. Boom, they've changed places. And it can be as simple as that. And then they're examinable. And you put them back in the purse and it's instantly reset. But if people really kind of start feeling that, you can then go into another phase and another phase and another phase. And I love routines where you can lengthen or shorten it depending on the reaction from the audience. Because having the ability to do that is great. I've talked about this on the channel all of the time. In my opinion, one of the best things about being a magician, especially a close-up magician, is that the audience don't know what the trick is going to be. So because the audience doesn't know what the trick's going to be, you can change it around on the fly very, very easily. And that's what you can do with Apparition. You can just do one phase or a second phase or a third phase. But magic is always strongest when it happens in the hands of the spectator. And that's what you get with Apparition. You take the coin out, you put it on their hand, you show that the other coin's in the purse, hands are empty, you show your hands empty, boom, they've changed places and they can examine the coins. Now, after that, you can transition into any way that you want. You can do the coin magic just to grab people's attention and then pull out a pack of cards, or you can do something else with those two coins. The options are literally limitless. But Apparition is a perfect example of how you can actually really kind of focus in on a visual, one single visual moment of magic. And again, people won't have seen that before. So when you bring out a little purse and you say, hey, I've got a couple of coins here. Have you seen coins like this before? They won't have. It immediately creates intrigue. You then put the coins down, you show that they've changed places. It's incredible. It really is. So Apparition is the second trick that I would say is a perfect opener if you're doing close-up magic and you want to open up with a coin trick. Let's have a look at a performance of Apparition, and then we're going to move on to trick number 3.
It's a trick with the purse. And as well as the purse, I've got a couple of coins. Now, that is a old Chinese coin, and that's an Eisenhower dollar. Now, do me a favor, hold your hands out for me, and check the coins out. Make sure they're okay. Make sure there's nothing weird about them. Make sure they are what they appear to be. 2 coins. Is that good? Yeah. Put the silver coin inside the purse. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And this is an observation test. You can put your hands out of the way now. This is an observation test. We have to test how observant you are. How observant do you think you are? Fairly observant?
I'm a biker.
What's underneath the purse?
Your hand.
No, I put a coin under the purse. Which one was it?
Chinese.
And what's inside?
The silver.
So that tells me that you missed the switch, which is fine. Most people do. No, this is what it looks like if you don't look away. I mean, it looks about as close to magic as you can get, doesn't it? I mean, it really does look like real magic. Look,
That was cool.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Would you like me to do it again?
Oh, he's tricking it.
Let me do it again.
God
Because the
damn
thing is, I'm distracting you with the purse. Don't let me distract you with the purse, okay? I'm going to put the silver coin on the back of the hand. I'm going to put the Chinese coin inside the hand. All you have to do is point to the silver coin. Point to the Chinese coin. Point to the purse. See, you looked at the purse. Don't look at the purse. You never want to look at the purse. I always look at the coins. If you look at the purse and you look away for a split second, they'll change places. You don't want to... You want to be careful about this stuff because I cheat for a living. That's basically my job, right? So you want to be easy to follow with just one coin, right? So we've got a purse, we've got the coin, and we've got my hands. Is that fair? Yes?
Yeah.
So the idea is to get the coin. This time I'll do it differently. I'm going to get this silver coin under the purse. Are you ready? When you say go.
Go.
I mean, you might have missed that. Most people do. There it is. Let me do that again. You see, I actually take the coin and I just go, boop. Have a look. It works every single time. Hold your hand out for me. Hold your hand out for me. Look, 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 look. Nice and flat. I'm going to go really slowly. Watch. There's the coin. There's the purse. Is that fair? That's fair, isn't it? Watch. You'll feel it. Go. Now, one more time. One more time. Here, watch. I'm going to go slowly. Are you ready? I'm going to put the coin there. I'm going to put the purse there. If I told you I could get that coin under that purse one more time, would that be good?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be good?
Yeah. Genius.
I'm amazing, aren't I? But I mean, if I wanted to do it by magic, it would look something like that. Look. I could keep doing this forever. Every single time I make the coin vanish, it goes under. I mean, I could keep doing this over and over again. I'm going to make it harder. I'm going to put the coin in my pocket. Long distance from the pocket to under the purse. Are you ready? When you snap your fingers. Let's see if it's worked. I mean, it's starting to get annoying now, isn't it? But one last time in your hand. This time, instead of making the coin go under the purse, I'll make the coin go back into my pocket. But the only way to make the coin go back into my pockets is if the Chinese coin was there. That's the Chinese coin. That's the silver coin. There you go.
That's very good, isn't it?
Okay, so the third trick that we're going to be talking about is chained. And chained came out about 2 or 3 years ago, and I think it flew under people's radar. I don't think everybody has done this, but I love performing chained. I really do. So if you don't know what chained is, you're going to see a performance of it in a bit, but the whole concept is that you have a chain around your neck and you bring out a coin, and the coin has 2 holes in it. And you say the holes are the same size as the chain. Now, if I want to get this coin onto this chain, I'd have to take the chain off, open it up, put it on, close it back up and put it back around my neck, unless I could use magic. Now, if I use magic, it looks like this. You then just link the coin onto the chain around your neck and they can see it there. There's no ambiguity. You then immediately pull it off and you show that it's separate. They can examine the coin at every point. You then put it back on the chain again. You take it off. You can do this as many times as you want to. And for the finale, you put it on there and you take the chain off your neck and you show that the coin really is on there and they can examine it, and you put it around the neck. Now, that is such a great way to establish credibility. Like I said, one of the things that you need to do when you first go up to a group of people is you need to establish credibility. Why do you have to establish credibility? Well, very simply, unfortunately, with magic, there's certain people that don't think they like magic. I go to gigs all the time and I'll walk over to a group and I'll perform, and then afterwards somebody will say to me, I didn't think I liked magic, but I like you. Now, it's not because I'm the greatest magician in the world. It's because What I did was entertaining. It was engaging. I created intrigue immediately, and I showed them something that they weren't expecting. And that's what you get with Chained. When you bring out a coin with a couple of holes in it, they won't have seen that before. When you link it onto a chain around your neck, they won't have seen that before. But again, and hopefully you guys are seeing a pattern now, it's very quick, it's very visual. You have the coin examined, they can see what it is, you put it on the chain around your neck. And again, just like with Apparition, you can make this routine as long or as short as you want it to be. You could just literally pop it around the chain on the neck and leave it on the chain on your neck the entire performance and just leave it dangling there. You could put it on and take it off and just leave it like that. You can do a full phase routine. It's totally up to you. And it's a really great routine to do to transition into other routines, because you can go from this into another coin trick. You can take the coin off the chain and heal the holes up and then go into something else. You can you can take the chain off and do a ring and string style routine, and borrow a ring and say, well, maybe you think there's something with the coin, lend me a ring. There's so many different ways that you can actually go with this, which is why I love it so much. It's so super cool. So if you haven't picked it up, please do so. It's called Chained. You're going to see a performance of it right now. And then after the performance, we'll look at the fourth trick.
Coin here, this is a $50. It's got a hole in it, 2 holes right on either side of the head of Kennedy, and also got a chain here. Now watch the coin as I just do that, and I can pass it right there onto the chain. Now if I want to pull it off, it's really easy to do. I just pull it off and it comes off just the same way. Now this coin doesn't open up, there's no wires, there's no magnets, there's no trapdoors, and yet I can just put it on there, right there onto the chain, and if I take it off, you can actually see it right on there, on the chain, and that is incredible.
Okay, so the fourth routine that I want to talk to you about that I think makes a perfect opener when you're working with coins is my Split Happens routine, which has recently been republished with an updated handling on my Nightshade coin set. So what is Split Happens? Well, I created this routine probably about 20 years ago. It originally appeared on the original Split Happens DVD. The idea is that you take a coin, and once you've got the coin, well, actually, no, you don't. I'm going into a different routine here. I'm going into the next one. I'm so sorry. What is Split Happens? Well, the idea is it's basically a three coin production and vanish. Now, I'm using Split Happens because, to be honest, this is the routine that I normally use when I want to do a 3 coin production and vanish to open up at a group of people. But you don't have to do Split Happens if you don't want to. There's so many different options. There's so many different things that you can do. Split Happens is one option, absolutely for sure. But you could just have 3 coins and produce the 3 coins with sleight of hand and then vanish them one at a time. You could be one behind, so you could have 2 coins and produce them and make people think there's 3 and then vanish them. You could use a 3CM, a Jamie Schoolcraft 3CM, or a Todd Lassen triple threat and produce them. You could use a Triad coins by Joshua J. I like using the split coin with the Nightshade coin set. I like using Split Happens because it only uses 1 coin and you're 2 coins ahead, and it only uses 1 coin, so it's very easy, and you've got displays that you wouldn't normally have with any of the other gimmicks that I mentioned. But the reason why it's such a great opener is, again, there's a few different reasons. And the first is, and I'm sorry to sound like a stuck record at this point, but it's quick, it's visual, and it's something that people aren't expecting. I can do a 3 coin production and vanish in like 30 to 45 seconds. It's very, very quick, and you've established credibility. When you perform a routine like this, people can see you're obviously more than just an average magician, because you're just apparently producing things from thin air when your hands are empty. But, you know, there's kind of something about making a coin appear. A lot of people have seen this. They know about a coin coming out from behind the ear. So there's kind of an interesting psychological aspect to making 3 coins appear. You make the first coin appear, and they can kind of think, okay, I think roughly I know where that came from. But then your hands are empty and you produce a second one. Then you produce a third one. The 3 coins have just appeared. Now they have no idea what's going on. And then all of a sudden, before they think about it too much, you've made the first one disappear, you've made the second one disappear, you've made the third one disappear, your hands are empty. 40 seconds in, you've done a 3 coin production and vanish, you've established credibility, and now you can go into any other routine you want to go into. So I'm not saying you have to use the routine from the Nightshade coin set. I'm not saying this is not a sales pitch to buy the Nightshade coin set. But what I'm saying is you should come up with or learn a 3-coin production and vanish. This is especially great for a walk around situation. You walk up to a group of people in a walk around situation and you go, hey, my name's Craig. Nice to meet you. I'm the magician here this evening. You, sir, you look very excited about this. I'm going to show everyone something amazing. Look, I can see over here there's a piece of nothing. If I take it and rub it, it turns into a coin. I know, sir. I saw the look on your face. Thank you very much. The second coin is right there. You guys are starting questioning reality, right? Some of you are thinking where the first coin came from. Some of you are thinking where the second coin came from. Nobody's thinking where the third coin came from until this very second. You can see what I mean. It's really kind of draws people in, establishes credibility. It's quick. It's visual. It looks good. It's perfect, really, as an opener. So whichever way that you actually choose to do it, it's great. So we'll have a look at the split happens routine. And then after looking at that, we're going to go and look at the 5th routine that you can do with the you can do as a coin opener.
So let's have a look at this. It uses a piece of nothing. You probably can't see that nothing. There's nothing to see. If I take that piece of nothing and blow, I can turn it into a coin. Now that's an American $half. Can you see that? Okay, Sarah, is that showing up there? Okay.
Yeah.
It's an American $half. Now I'm going to do that again. There's a second one right there. You can't see it until I go up and down. That's coin number 2. So now we have 2 coins. That's 1. That's 2. Of course, you've heard the expression, don't worry about these 2. All good things come in 3s, which is why there's a 3rd coin right here. So I've made the 3 coins appear, and apparently I've forgotten how to do a coin roll. There we go. I've made the 3 coins appear. I'm going to try and make them disappear. Watch. So first of all, this one, then these 2. The first one goes like that. Now that leaves us with 2. Let me show you that again. Watch the second one. That one goes the same way. That leaves us with 1 final coin. You know what's going to happen now. I just wave my hand over, blow. That's the final coin, and that's all 3 coins.
Okay, so the final routine that I want to talk about right now is Coinception. So Coinception is a Roddy McGee trick that he bought out from Penguin Magic a couple of years ago. And unfortunately, I think it flew under people's radars. And I think that one of the reasons it flew under people's radars is because, well, I think there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is it came out shortly after COVID had finished. So I think less people were buying magic at that time. But I think the other reason is it only got made in quarters and 10 pences. So it's a very, very, very small gimmick. And a lot of people that work with $half or dollar-sized coins kind of dismissed it as not something that they would do. But I think the power is that it's using a 10 pence. Because if you're going to borrow a coin, and I know it becomes, increasingly more impossible these days to borrow a coin. But if you are going to borrow a coin, there's a very good chance that people are going to have a 10p, at least over here in the UK, or a pound coin. And I imagine a quarter is the same over in America. Not that you need to borrow a coin for this at all. What I love about this is that it is such a great way to do a slow motion appearance. If you don't know what Coinception is, the idea is very simple. You reach into the air and you take a small piece of coin. You take like a quarter of a coin. Then you take another quarter and you put it together and you get half. Then you take another quarter and you put it together and you get 3 quarters. And then you take the final one and you put it together and you get a whole coin. The gimmick is ingenious. It's typical Roddy McGee thinking. If you've never experienced any of Roddy's magic before, then you're in for a treat. Roddy McGee is a special type of person, and the magic that he does is super visual, super practical, and super commercial. Coinception is absolutely no difference. And I love the fact that you're doing it with a 10 pence. You can even use Equivoke, or you can use Magician's Choice if you want to have a coin named and then go into this. But I don't do that. I say, hey, have you ever seen a magician make a coin appear before? You have. Well, a lot of people want to know, how do you make a coin appear as a magician? A lot of people think that somehow you've got it snuck under your sleeve or something like that, and you just drop it out your sleeve. That's not how it works. You grab invisible pieces of nothing and you piece it together and it forms a coin. And normally you do that so fast, it just looks like the coin appears. But if you do it slowly, you can see that coin materializing piece by piece. I know you think I'm joking. I'm not, which is why I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like in slow motion. And then you proceed to do that. You proceed to show them what it looks like in slow motion. Very, very deceptive. I'm telling you right now, very, very deceptive. And I know a lot of people haven't got Coinception. Well, if you haven't got Coinception, let me tell you right now, use this as a wake-up call to go and get it. It's brilliant. So let's have a look at a performance of Coinception by Roddy McGee.
Have you ever wondered how magicians make coins appear from midair? What they do is they grab invisible pieces and they start to put it together like that. And then they still carry on grabbing pieces, they're still talking. They grab the pieces, they're talking, and they put that piece on. And then they'll grab the last piece, the final piece, and put it on so it doesn't fall off. They put it on just like that.
So there you go, guys. That's another 5x5 in the bag. Do me a favour. Let me know a couple of things in the comments down below. Do you agree with these 5 picks? If you don't, let me know. And if you do, let me know. Do you think that coin magic makes a good opener? I want to know. Would you like to see another video of another 5 coin tricks that I think make great openers? Because I open most of my sets in a close-up situation with coin magic, and I could probably do another couple of videos like this. So if you'd like to see another one, please let me know. And are there any routines that I talked about that you haven't seen before? In which case, let me know down below. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be back again tomorrow and every day this week with another video. But thanks very much for watching. I will see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.